What's up and welcome back to my kitchen. As you can see, I'm tapping into my roots today because I am 100% Puerto Rican, for all you guys that didn't know. That being said, we're gonna be making it's called the fritura, which is like it can be eaten as an appetizer or like just like a quick snack or something, it's called relleno de papa, which is pretty much a meat stuffed, and potato stuffed with meat. That's what we're making. So, I'll see you guys in Puerto Rico.
Ole, que así toma, que así toma.
So to get started, super easy recipe, by the way. To get started, we're gonna start off with potatoes. I'm doing 2 potatoes right here, about 275 grams. And we're just going to give it a chop because we're just gonna boil it. So we'll get this boiling first. And then, typically, you know me, this is a fit kitchen, right? So typically a relleno de papa or a fritura or anything like that, it's deep fried. We don't do that in this kitchen, right? And then it's also, instead of being complete potato like mix, we're doing half cauliflower, which is my little twist on the recipe. And then we're going to throw it either in the air fryer or we're gonna broil it. Haven't decided that one yet. We're just gonna give these a chop into some smaller pieces. That way it boils faster. And these are just normal russet potatoes that you can get in any supermarket. So that's all chopped up. And then we got cauliflower, which obviously isn't the same amount. We're gonna go half and half, but I already have it pre-made to the side. I just wanna show you guys how I'm gonna be chopping it. Pretty much try to chop it in the same like size pieces as the potatoes. And I throw it in a pot of boiling water at the same time as well. I don't boil them separately. And then the one part you do want to cut off is like, if you get like a really thick stocky part of the cauliflower, throw that out because it doesn't really mash well. So we got this. All right, the water is boiling, so we're really just gonna take it. And I'm just gonna throw it all in at one time. Be careful because it's hot and don't let it splatter like that. And then I just throw a little bit of salt in the water to taste. That's good. And let it boil. It only takes about like 10 to 12 minutes because it's chopped up pretty small. So as soon as it's fork tender, we'll take it out and drain it. All right, so I already have one prepared, so we don't have to wait for the potatoes and cauliflower to boil. All we did was just mash them up together, and we threw in a tablespoon of coconut flour or regular flour, whatever you have. And then we also did a tablespoon of cornstarch, so it kind of thickens it up. And then once it's all mashed up like this, you're gonna throw it in the fridge for 30 minutes, so let it cool down, and if it's a little watery, it'll firm up once it's in the fridge after like 30 minutes. So this is what it will look like. So we'll put this to the side. Before we get cooking the meat, we're gonna also dice up and cook some onions and bell peppers and a little bit of garlic in the mix as well. So this is a really big bell pepper, so we're only gonna use probably half. So you wanna cut it open and then de-seed it, take all the seeds out. And we're gonna use half of this, and we're gonna cut it up really small. And I know you guys can tell my knife skills are getting better in every video. And I'm using a yellow bell pepper, but you could use any color you want. The green one, red one. I think the green one has the least amount of flavor, and the yellow and red one have the most. I could be wrong though. I think the green one definitely has the least amount of flavor. So I probably wouldn't use the green one. Alright. That's good. Enough. Cut it up as fine as you want. I definitely wouldn't cut it any thicker than this. That's good for that. And then we're gonna do 1 small onion, or a half of a big onion. This one was small though. We're gonna do the same thing with this one. If anyone knows a company of knives that claim that nothing sticks when you cut, comment down below and let me know. Because nothing's more annoying than the food sticking to the knife. Also, for anyone that's been to Puerto Rico, or any, I guess, like Caribbean islands, or any Spanish islands, any Spanish country, what's your favorite fritura? Because they have, mine is, I love relleno de papa and surullo. Surullos are like a corn batter with like a little cheese in it. Oh, so good. And of course, empanadas, stuff like that. And I prefer mine with beef instead of chicken. But the only downside is that if you go to Puerto Rico, there's a 99% chance that any fritura, anything you get, is gonna be the most unhealthy thing in the world. Best tasting, most delicious, but unhealthy. That's why in this kitchen, I'm showing you guys a healthier way to do it, to make it. And some garlic. Only 2 cloves of garlic right now because the seasoning, which one? The adobo seasoning has garlic in it, so we don't wanna, I love garlic, but I don't wanna overkill. My uncle says, not my uncle, a lot of my friends say that I always smell like garlic because I use a lot of garlic. I love it. And I think it just adds such a good aroma and taste to the food. Just not to your breath, exactly. That's why I think I'm always chewing gum too. I literally, like, I think I have a gum problem. I've been chewing like you know how people smoke a pack of cigarettes a day? I'm chewing like a pack of gum a day. Gotta cut down on it. But anyways, give the garlic a nice fine mince. Doesn't have to be too fine. I should have probably just grated it. Vegetables all chopped. And it's all gonna go in the pan at one time too, so it doesn't matter if they mix or not. Now, let's get these sauteing. All right, time to saute the veggies. Gonna hit the pan with some non-stick spray, just enough to coat the bottom. And then turn this on. Get it to like medium high. Not too high though, because you don't want to burn the garlic. And then we're gonna throw in all the veggies at once. Try to get it on the pan. And just let this cook about halfway through. Let it get a little translucent, get a little color to it. And then no seasoning to this too, because we're gonna add all the seasoning with the meat. Anyways, yeah, we'll let this go for a little bit. All right, onions, peppers, garlic, got a little color, got a little salt. Now it's time to add the meat. This is a pound, like I said before, of ground turkey, 93.7, but you can use whatever meat you want. Toss that right in. And we'll break it up. And now, you want to have this at about, I would say about a medium right now, because you don't want it to burn too fast. All right, seasonings of choice. We're gonna go with adobo, about a teaspoon of this. That's good. And then we're gonna go about a tablespoon of this Goya Sazonador Total. Sazonador Total. There we go, about a tablespoon of this. A little bit more. Because you also have to remember this is ground turkey, so naturally you need to add a little bit more seasoning and flavor. We're gonna go a spoonful of this recao. This is a small spoon, so we're gonna go about just do the rest of the jar. But it's about a tablespoon. There wasn't barely anything in here. There's that. We're going to do a spoonful, so like a tablespoon of, or pretty much the rest because there's nothing in here. But it's sofrito. It's home. This is my uncle. We're gonna do a tablespoon of sofrito, which is homemade by my uncle, or you could buy it, but it's pretty much the same if you buy it in the Spanish household. So we're gonna go a tablespoon of that, just the rest of this, about a tablespoon. And then we're also gonna go with some black pepper. About a teaspoon of black pepper. And now we're just gonna give it all a stir. Get all the flavors to marry each other. It smells crazy right now, it smells so good. You know why I wanted to come up with this recipe? One, because I love crema de papa. It's like one of my favorite things, especially when I go to Puerto Rico. But like I said before, they're not the healthiest. But two, so I wanted to make a healthy version. But then also I was in the car and the radio, the song that was dancing in the beginning came on, and like it brought me back to just being in Puerto Rican. I was like, yeah, I need to make a recipe, or I need to make some food. So I was like, oh, might as well show everyone. Give us a stir. I'm gonna let this cook. And then I'm gonna increase the heat a little bit. I'm gonna cover it and simmer for about like 10 minutes. And while this is simmering, we're gonna get the potato part like just all flattened out, portioned out. That way all we have to do is just scoop the meat in and then throw it in the oven. All right, now it's time to get the potatoes all portioned out. This is the texture you're looking for. You can see that. And you can make these as big or as small as you want. I'm probably gonna make a little smaller ones. Probably get a ball about that size. Maybe like 3 ounces, something like that. Wait, that's the texture you're looking for right there. Look at that. All right, anyways. So here, and then also I have a. You can dip your hands in a little bit of cornstarch to make sure like it doesn't stick when, like to your hands when you're using it, when you're getting them all portioned out. That's a good size. So yeah, I think we'll get probably about like 5, maybe 6. Probably like 5. And don't worry if there's little clumps. Like if you have little clumps of potato or cauliflower, not a big deal. Also, let me know in the comments any other places, countries, territories, and any other types of foods you guys want me to explore, because I love doing it. And the next one, I might keep it in the Puerto Rican family and do a mofongo. I'm craving mofongo lately. So yeah, 5 nicely portioned out. All right, checking on the meat, looking good, smelling amazing. But while the camera was off, I did forget to add some tomato sauce. So I added a half a can of just Goya tomato sauce. So any can you want, doesn't really matter. That, and I added a pinch of salt because I tasted it. You could use a pinch. So taste it and then add depending on what you like. But right now this is looking good, smelling good, tasting good. I think another 30 seconds on here and then we'll get to making the actual reina de papa. Little taste test. Oh. This brought me back to Puerto Rico. Wait, it's been 2 years since I've been there. Amazing, and this is a ground turkey. Usually I never do a ground turkey, but flavoring is on point. So now, turn this off, and we'll get to actually making the reina de papa. All right, time to assemble them. So what I like to do is, I take a piece of saran wrap, I place it right here, place a ball in the middle, I take another piece of saran wrap, just for the top, just so it doesn't stick to your hands. And I like flattening it out. It's a little disc, probably about this thick, I wanna say. Because you don't wanna be too thin because then it'll break through. Just like that. Peel it off. And we'll take about a spoonful. Take about a spoonful, place it right in the middle. And these are on the smaller side of reina de papa. The ones in Puerto Rico are literally like softballs. They're like this big. And what you do, I'm gonna take and fold it over the top. Wait, this actually might have been too small. No, it's gonna be good. You gotta just play around with it. Wait, we might have to cut this one. Nah, it's coming. You gotta work with it. Push, pinch. There we go, Fold. So there goes one. Done. And you just repeat the process. Reina de papa has the balls all ready to go in the broiler. We're gonna put it in the medium level. Just be careful, keep watching, because in the broiler, it's super hot, so you don't want it to burn too fast on the top. You want it to get nice golden crispiness, and then flip it on each side until they all get crispy. And then, yeah, let's see how this turns out. I'm not gonna lie, earlier I did it in the air fryer. It came out good. So I'm hoping this is a more efficient way because I was doing one at a time in the air fryer. Before I put it in, I'm just gonna spray each one with, there's canola oil. I wish it was olive oil, but any non-stick spray, I guess. Just a little bit, help give them a color. Just like that. Into the oven, 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Throw it in the middle. And remember, keep an eye on it. And while that's going, you already know what time it is? While it's broiling again, you can throw back to your roots, pretend like you're in Puerto Rico. This is one of my favorite songs too. Yeah, I'm done. Con compás, olvidemos ya, okay. Alright, just checking on them. Tops are getting crispy. So we're gonna take them, and I also moved it to the top rack because it'll take a while. So getting nice, oh, they are getting a little But you can't hear it. But getting crunchy. But now we're gonna flip it. I'm gonna turn it all the way over because the bottom's still super soft. And be careful because you don't want to rip them. I'll let this side toast up, and then we'll probably even toast the sides a little bit too. So we'll throw it back in. And that took about like 5 minutes. Just really keep it on it though. Alright, I think the time has finally come to take them out, flip them back and forth, and also raise the rack up one because it was too far down, so. Woo! And also put it on its side too, so the sides is, ooh, wait, can you? Oh, you hear it. Smells delicious. Now it's all about the cut test and obviously the taste test. Hear the crisp. Now see how the inside's looking. It's still supposed to be like a creamy inside. Ooh. Woo! Woo! It smells crazy. And you know, of course, we got the not traditional Puerto Rican hot sauce. This is a Mexican hot sauce, but it'll do for now. Woo! Super creamy. I'm not lying, I was really hot, so I'm trying to get my thoughts together. But outside was crunchy, still super creamy, like potato-y. And the flavor from the meat, I'm telling you, delicious. And look at the steam. You see that? I'm looking at Puerto Rico right here. Anyways, you guys have to give us a try. I hope you guys enjoyed the recipe. This is my version of a relleno de papa. Remember, it's half potatoes, half cauliflower, cutting out a lot of calories there. Using ground turkey, no oil, done in the oven. I'm telling you, you guys can eat delicious, amazing food from all over the world. Diet does not have to be boring to still like kill your goals, get in shape, whatever. We're staying fit around the world. Comment down below the next place you guys want to see me go to. Well, with that being said, I'm gonna finish enjoying this.